What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you a pretty well hidden quest in Skyrim called the Legend of Red Eagle. After you've completed this quest you'll get 2 swords as a reward. Firstly, the honed ancient Nord greatsword of burning. This sword has an enchantment that does 10 points of fire damage on hit, and then any targets that you hit who are already on fire take extra damage. Secondly, Red Eagles Bane, a unique weapon which makes enemies up to level 13 flee and sets them on fire for 30 seconds. The sword is owned by somebody called Red Eagle, who single-handedly killed over 1,000 Imperials who tried to take his homeland from him. I will tell you more about him as we go on, or you can just read the book Legends of Red Eagle, which can be found during the quest. Anyway, to start this quest we need to head over to Red Eagle Redoubt, which is close to Foreswon Lookout. There's actually a chest over here, so you can go and grab that if you like. So you need to take care when you're approaching this place, because there's this bloody archer who has like the dodging skills of some kind of crazy kung fu guy. I don't know how to describe it. So basically you want to get a sneak attack on him, otherwise he'll dodge all your arrow shots. Or at least I don't... Oh, he's healing now as well. Okay. Yeah, he's dead. You should be able to take out the pillager pretty easy. Especially if you stagger her every single hit. So, I don't think there's much out here. I'm just going to have a quick check. It's just a small Foreswon camp. There is a healing potion there. Seriously, I had to re-record at the start of this video because this guy was dodging every single one of my arrows. And as funny as that would be to watch, I don't think it would have been worth your time. So anyway, let's go inside this cave. Now, I quite like this cave because it's kind of like you're climbing to the top of the mountain inside a cave. So as you come in, you get this kind of like you're at the bottom here and then there's this whole mountain which is just in a cave. I know I just said that, but I just can't get over how cool that is. This is what I like about Skyrim's cave design, it's very unique. Anyway, I just want to point out this stag, and we're going to see this stag quite a lot within this cave and on this mountainside. And I don't know if that's meant to be a reference to the Reach or to her scene, which is a Daedric god. Anyway, there's a Foreswans here, there's a couple, so we can actually activate this trap over here, and it's going to set them on fire. Do a little bit of damage and hope... Whoa, what was that? So that's got rid of her pretty easily. Oh, it's not done much damage to you, has it? He was also blind. They activated this trap, but I'm not so sure what it did. No, I genuinely don't know. Anyway, if we just continue on. There's not much loot to be found on this quest. Most of it's just kind of like... Well, there's a lot of Foresworn warriors, and we're going to get a lot of loot. Oh, I forgot about that. There's a boulder trap just here. Yeah, there are a ridiculous amount of enemies on this quest, because we're literally raiding the biggest Foresworn stronghold in the game. Let's see if we can pick one of these guys off. It's quite hard to kill them without getting seen because it's not really dark enough here to be almost invisible. Oh, we can get this guy. There's someone else coming down as well. There she is. She's limping away. Oh, she's healed herself. God damn it. Oh, I missed that. There we go. I'm being actually there was a comment on one of my, or I get this comment quite often, which is what difficulty do you play on? Right now we are on Where is difficulty? Gameplay, master difficulty. Sometimes I play on legendary, sometimes just master. Just because otherwise you end up standing there pelting arrows into people, and I want to make the video kind of like interesting to watch but not boring. Oh, let me just go down here quickly because there's usually a leveled axe. Sometimes it's an elven battle axe, sometimes it's steel. And there's a chest just under this staircase, so make sure you grab that too. We don't need anything else here, so we're going to continue up. So here we are, welcomed by that absolutely stunning view, which I might talk about later. There's a campfire, and I think there's a few more Foreswon just on the path ahead, so take care when you're coming out of that door. Oh, there's another chest over there, actually. Oh, for God's sake, someone spotted me, okay. Where did she go? Did she fall off? Well, that was embarrassing. I do like trying to shoot in third person. It is good fun when you pull it off. Where's this other person gone then? Oh, there she is. She's hiding away down there. That was another comment I got about archery. Someone saying, oh, like, why when you aim at someone do you aim just below, you know, you don't allow for the drop of the arrow. Well, actually in Skyrim, when you aim an arrow, say for example I'm firing it at that wall, it hits just above the wall. So unless you're firing, say for example, over there, it drops a little bit at the end, as you could kind of see. I know you didn't see the impact. What? That's a master... Okay, we're going to try this, guys. We're going to try this. Fuck's sake. This should... Why is this a master level chest? What is going on? Okay, bear with me. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's got 12 gold in. Are you... What the fuck? No. No. That's not fair. Is that some kind of a joke? Like, what? Why does it have a master level lock on? Literally no chest in the wilderness has master level locks. And then you come across that one and it's got master level locks and there's 12 fucking gold in it. I spent a good 10 minutes, by the way, trying to lockpick that chest. Because I don't have any perks in lockpicking. It's actually a lot harder to do. Oh, okay. Dude, they were like running at me like they could see me, and then they were like, oh no, actually I think he's over here. We'll just pause here and kind of pose with our weapons out. I think there's another enemy just up there. I think he's got a bow. I cannot see him though. Or a her. Zach, I think she's dead. Usually if I get a sneak attack off of master difficulty, you can kill most enemies in one hit. Just because of the 3 times bonus, which just makes you very powerful, really. I know I haven't really been looting their corpses. I mean, Foreswon arrows, they're okay. They're not the greatest. I do like their armor set. Like, for role-playing purposes, it's pretty beastly armor set, to be honest. There's actually a unique version of their armor set you can get on one of my favourite quests. Let's take this guy out. Which also has, like, it's loaded with lore about the history of the Foresworn and kind of like what they're all about. Actually, so is this quest. I just haven't spoken about it much yet. Why does he have no weapon? He tripped over the bench when he died. That was funny. Yeah, so it's a unique armor set of this, and I can't remember exactly what it's got, but it gives you benefits to sneak, destruction, magic, all sorts. So it's actually quite a good armor set to like just obtain, and then you can like mix and match it with other armor sets and kind of get the best bonuses. So there's quite a few Foresworn in this camp, which I'm gonna have to take out, I think, because otherwise they'll affect the miniature boss battle at the top of the mountainside, because they'll probably all come running to help. This chest is usually quite good, by the way, so it's worth picking. Take out this guy first. There's an archer just at the top of the hill there. Oh, she's heard me. Take this guy out. The thing about Foreswon is most of them are either mages or archers. So, I mean, there are some close combat people who usually dual wield weapons, but they're not that bad to kill. Like, they're not really much of a nuisance. Maybe I'm just saying that from like an archery perspective though, come to think of it. So that is the Throne of the Reach. That's what I'm going to call it. But before we go on, I just want to... Is there anyone else who can see me up there? Can I stand up? Yeah, I'm going to stand up. Oh, someone's out there. Okay, I'm going to stay in sneak mode. Before we move on, I just want to look down this mountain because you get the most amazing view here. You can usually see the whole of the Reach from here, but not today. Not on this day. Well, at least the rain is nice. It makes it quite atmospheric, I guess. Now, the boss is up here, so... Oh no, that's not the boss, sorry. It's someone else. She's dead. The boss is just over here. He's sitting on the throne. And now I'm going to put a sneak attack on him. He usually has a bow. He's the current king of the Reach, we'll call him. And that arrow just went over his head. Do you see what I mean about it, like, rising when you fire it? He's got an arrow in the side of his head, oh my god. Foresworn forever. Oh, he has got... He's dead. Oh no. I got the kill cam, but not the kill shot. What's going on with these arrows? There we go. That's the kill cam I was looking for. So he's got Red Eagles Fury on him. Now this burns the target for 5 points. And then the target takes extra fire damage, which is of course normal, because it's a fire enchantment. And this is like the weaker version of the sword we are going to obtain. So take that, the Briar Heart, which is a very good alchemy ingredient. You can also sell it, and we also need Red Eagle's Tower Key, which I'll show you why in a second. This is the Throne of the Reach. There's a book, which I'll come back and read in a sec. And I like how they've lined this up with the fire pit of the smithing station down there. That's quite a nice feature. Anyway, come down here because there is a boss chest up here. So don't forget to grab that. 200 gold, Staff of Courage, studded armor. Not great for me. Legend of the Red Eagle. I'm just going to overview this book for you because it's a very long book, so I'm not going to read it. You can read it yourself if you'd like to. But it basically sums up the whole story of this quest line. The quest is about Red Eagle, who was born in the Reach. A village priest foresaw that he was going to be a warrior, and a leader who would unite the 10 warrior kings who ruled the Reach at the time. And indeed, he gained a lot of power and influence as he grew older. At the time of Red Eagle, Hestra was Empress of Cyrodiil. As a typical Imperial, she decided to invade the Reach. She was successful too. It was Red Eagle who refused to yield to the Imperials, so he formed a resistance. During his resistance, he was approached by a hag raven who offered him great power, for a price of course. Red Eagle agreed to the pact. He actually sacrificed his heart and his humanity to become a Foresworn Briarheart. And if you look closely at the Briarheart enemies, you can see that they don't have a heart. They have a Briarheart, which is a pretty cool detail. I actually have a little Easter egg guide, which I'll leave a link to in the description, which basically shows you that you can pickpocket Briarhearts from Foresworn. And if you pickpocket it, it makes them die because you've basically just stolen their heart from them. Anyway, the rebellion eventually managed to drive the Imperials from the Reach, which is why he's so famous. In fact, you'll find a lot of references to him in the Foresworn lore. So anyway, there's also this Red Eagle's Right. And basically this book tells us what we have to do with the next section of the quest. So we now have Red Eagle's Blade, and this is what it's referring to. Red Eagle's Right, which is what we're going to undertake now. Having bathed the blade in human blood, present it at Rebel's Cairn, together with your sacrificed and intone. Lord Red Eagle, Ancient One, first and foremost among the Reachmen, heed the call of your people. Still we fight for freedom. Still our blades are dark with blood. Turn your gaze upon us and grant us your blessing anew. I renew the ancient covenant. When at last our lands are free, we shall return your sword of victory in hand. Then arise, O Great One, from your honoured tomb. Reclaim my stolen throne. Rule over us, High Lord of the Reach, forevermore. So that key is used to open this master door. Yeah, if you've read this book, you will understand more so what that little passage we just read in that book meant. Now there's nothing at the top of this tower, so I'm just going to lower this and run over to the next tower. And there's a chest in here. So, oh, it's a novice. I thought that said master, and I almost had a heart attack. I was like, nope, that chest isn't going to get opened. Wow, come on, man. Are you kidding? Right, 20 gold, grand soul gem, potion of healing, potion of strength. That's quite useful. Take that. Is there anything else useful up here? No, there is not. So now we are going to move on to the next part of this quest. So this is Sundered Towers, which is where we are at the moment. Just down the hill is Rebels Khan. And it's pretty appropriately named because it's where Red Eagle's actually buried. And obviously the people of the Reach were rebels. So, Rebels Khan, right? So go back down the stairs. Just come down here. There's a health potion here, which you might need for the boss fight. And there's a black soul gem, which if you're a dodgy kind of player, you might find that useful. So it's just down the hill. We're just going to walk over there. I just want to point out this location over here, though. It's an unmarked location, or what I consider to be an unmarked location. It kind of looks a little bit like Stonehenge, and maybe its positioning has something to do with the sun, because it has like lots of columns around it, almost like a sundial. But I'm not sure, so it's one of those locations, there's nothing there, nothing tied to it. It's just, have they done this to piss me off or something? I don't understand it. Anyway, Rebels Khan is just down here. Just over the hill. They would bury the King of the Reach on top of the mountain, wouldn't they? Makes sense. So here we go, Rebels Khan. So let's go inside. Now there are no enemies in the first part of this dungeon. Do you know what? I've actually I've heard other people in like Let's Plays and stuff say, oh yeah, this is just a pointless location, like it was meant to be part of a quest, but they never did it. But actually, now we've got Red Eagle's sword, we're going to activate this weapon slot. Stuff it in there. Secret door opens. Oh my goodness. There's nothing else in this room apart from this guy, and he's holding the Legend of the Red Eagle. So it's kind of like if you do happen upon this location, there's a subtle hint that there's actually a quest tied to it. Not a lot of people kind of miss this quest. Oh, make sure you leave this in the stone, by the way, because otherwise you kind of make a bug happen, which isn't a good bug because it means you can't get one of the swords that we're going to obtain. But yeah, anyway, because it's a miscellaneous quest, a lot of people actually miss this one. So here we are in the main boss chamber, and as soon as we step forward, lots of skeletons are going to spawn. And now what you can do is kill Red Eagle, and then the skeletons will just die. Or you can just kill the skeletons and then Red Eagle, which is what I'm going to do, because I like to be awesome. And we're not going to do this quest in sneak mode either, we're going to do it balls deep. Oh my god, he's a dragon priest. That makes it a little bit hard. So So we can take out these skeletons with the slow time shout. And if I get a lot of people asking me about this build, I will leave a link in the description to my full guide explaining how to use it. But I could right now pelt him with arrows, but it would make the boss fight very easy, so we're going to wait until the slow time shout's over. He's using a spell ward for some reason, and now he's attacking his own skeletons. What is going on? Anyway, I'm a bit annoyed about him being a dragon priest, and the reason for that is because he was like an amazing warrior from the Reach, right? So why the hell would he be a dragon priest? That just doesn't make sense in terms of lore. The reason why he's a dragon priest is that the game randomly decides whether or not, depending on your level sometimes, but I've been here at the same level, sometimes he will be a Nordic, Nordic overlord, or whatever you call them. Kind of like the highest level of Nord, wielding the Red Eagle sword, and then sometimes he'll be this dragon priest. Which just doesn't make sense when he's the dragon priest, but it's because the game uses a radiant questline. What that means is that it randomly decides what he's going to look like, but it shouldn't be like that, obviously. So this is the ancient Nord greatsword of burning, which is what he would use if he was a humanoid, but he's not, obviously. Burns the target for 10 points of damage, and then the target takes extra fire damage over time. So make sure you go and loot the treasure trove behind Red Eagle's coffin, then I'll show you how to get the last unique sword. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been trying to put a lot more lore in and kind of explaining the quest and the story behind it. I think it makes it more meaningful and interesting that way, and I know that a lot of people like it when I do that. I actually have a whole quest series about little hidden quests, ones that are usually overlooked. So I'll leave a link in the description to that playlist so you can check it out. Also, make sure you subscribe for new ones. Anyway, the last unique sword. And now this is why I wanted you to leave the sword in the stone. Haha, King Arthur reference. Red Eagles Bane. So the sword has now changed. And notice how the... Okay, so let me find it. Where is it? Red Eagles Bane. Where are you? Here we go. So undead up to level 13 are set on fire and flee for 30 seconds. So it's kind of like an upgraded version of that sword. Does even more damage. So it's kind of like a better version. Why wouldn't you want the better version? Make sure you leave it in the stone. You can use it to open the boss room again. I don't know why you'd need to, but and you can take it out again. I was worried then, I was clicking it and I was like, why can't I take it out? But you actually just had to wait for the door to open and then close. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed the video and what it is about it that you like, or what you want to see more of in the comment section below. I do try to read all of your comments. It takes a long time, but I do care about what you think. So I'll catch you in the next one.